So you can see it. Move this over here. Take. Oh, on this one. Get the white copy paper because you could design your own. Yeah. Ron and Sydney. No, you got spoiled. Did I? So don't laugh at my hands. I already been painting and working, so I don't have any lotion on. I didn't want to leave. I want to go ahead and get started because you already know me. It's dinner time. All right. Thank you guys for popping on. Just going to go through and show you some custom luggage tags. And we're going to attempt to make the pen. This is a gel ink pen. And this one is the mechanical pencil. Only because, courtesy of Baker Floor, of course, we now know the sizes for the pen wraps. And we can either use the pre-printed designs or you can create your own, which is what we've been doing with the sub paint and the sub ink and the different patterns we've been creating. So basically you're using the paper, the ink, whether it's the pens or the paint, and you're creating your own design. So we're going to just come on and show you not the how-to, but us actually just creating it and the final products, of course. So that being said, we're going to welcome Miss Carolyn on. I see she's here and coming in from the crafting lab. Where is she? There we go. I think I did it right. Over here. Okay. I tried to put the link in the group because I didn't give them a heads up today. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and you're going to be able to watch our work area as we are working because we're not really going through a whole how-to. That's my little Bitmoji girl. Knowledge is power. We have, of course, a sublimation blank. It's a luggage tag. I'm going to take the paper part out, which is the informational part that you would actually share with someone in case it was lost. Because you want to go ahead and decorate your surface. You can use a pre-printed design or you can create your own. So this one has already been created with the paint because we already know the size. It's about 2.78 wide and the length is about 4 1/4 or 4 1/4. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the heat tape and take this one down because it'll be ready to press. And if you're looking at Carolyn's screen, she's going to show you where she's taking hers out and getting started as well. Like I just want the final product. We made bags, lunch bag or book bag tags earlier with the kids. And I was just as excited as they were about the book tags. So instead of key rings or keychains, we made them for our bags. So if you know, you can't always fly, so a lot of times we drive up and down to get there. So my lunch bag actually has my little tag on it. And I didn't know what to put on the bag, so The ink is so wonderful that I got to get a copy of the student's tag. And look, it's Minecraft. The kids been talking about it so much till I decided I better join the band and learn these characters. But it's a zipper puller for your lunch bag or your backpack. So how cool is that? You can make those. Now the paint is more vibrant, I think, than the ink, but it takes less paint than the ink. So of course it is the transfer for me. Hopefully you can see the little man. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get these taped down so we can have our luggage tags and tape. And they don't have to be for your luggage. You can use them for backpacks and anything else for labeling. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tape mine down. And we found the coolest little heat press when we went to the Pinners Conference. We went to the class at the Makers Floor here, and they were selling the small heat press. They're so handy, you can literally put them in your backpack and take them with you. So, of course, they have these already at the crafting lab. So while we still using 12 by 12 and 9 by 12, they already have these at the crafting lab. So how cool is it that we bring our lunch bag in the bucket now? And we show up at the lab and she already got heat press and stuff on the table. I didn't bring them, but I brought the 12 by 12 and put it in my, my 31 custom carrier bag. But when I got here, look, can you see? I'm trying to show them. See, look how cute. Could have let you show it from your side. But either way, the kids loved it. They were able to pick it up, press the start button, hold it for the 60 seconds without burning themselves, return it to the cradle, and move on to what was next. But yeah, we were running and looking at all kind of stuff when we were at Pinners. So whenever you go to these expos and shows, remember to bring your credit card, your debit card, and anything else you have forms of payment because they always run good sales. And while we're not shouting out Makers Flow, they have amazing kits. And when you go to the shows, we always say to get something from them because they run good sales. So their prices online, of course, are not the same. But since we actually do craft classes and things, we sell and make our own sublimation kits. We do have the paper, own brand sublimation paper in stock. Been holding the sample for 2 years now. Too busy using it instead of selling it. If you will see, I use a lot of heat tape, like we do on the tumblers. I just want to make sure you can see my pretty design when I get finished. And then it don't ghost, which is where it separates, and of course the air gets under there. Oh, let's look and see where Miss Caroline from, because she done already raised hers up on the platform and everything.
That's because my table was low. If I tip the phone, it's gonna fall off. I need the heat tape, please. Mm.
I'm just trying to get better about going live by myself. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is just call y'all a bit. Get on and talk to me while I'm going live. Because y'all don't want to get on when I want to get on.
I said I should have gone live from my page as well.
But you've been getting off the live a lot, right?
But this is a collaboration.
Well, put it on your YouTube. Because that's where it's at. It's on YouTube. It's in the Facebook group. That's what I'm saying. I have to get more frequent with coming on live by myself. Because when I'm not working with somebody, I tend to not want to get on live. Overthinking it, all of it still. Because do all the classes. Did have the tote bag with sublimation in class last month. We have another one coming in September. And the in-between, in August, we're going to do, she doing the fabric tumblers? Or is it the planner?
It may be both. I'm not sure.
Okay. We'll give you more details. We're going to be working with Creative Hands 214. They have a class in August. So we skipped over to September for the next sublimation class. We'll be dropping that date next week because I think I'm going to do 2 days. I think I'm going to do a virtual and an in-person. But if you're watching,
I may do an impromptu. I'm not sure on what. I'm sure I will. I just don't know what yet.
An impromptu class?
Yes.
Gotcha. What are you considering or thinking about doing an impromptu class on?
It might be a sewing project.
I just said it because you mentioned it. So I was like, well, I guess that means continue the conversation.
I don't know. It might be a sewing project. I need to go back and work on some
We're gonna still do the
some
dogs,
bracelets.
so we'll have them in time before Value Classic.
The what?
The dogs. I want to do the clothes. I haven't had a chance to go to Cabbage Patch Land. It was a very busy summer, so I do not have my Cabbage Patch dogs yet. So maybe when we have our fall break in October, I'll get to go to Cabbage Patch General Hospital and get my new Cabbage Patch dog. But in the meantime, I want to make the dog clothes. Miss Carolyn is doing a class for the dog clothes, and I'm gonna make a Southern University uniform and one for Grambling, just so I can talk trash with my family. Some of them are from Grambling, but most of us are Southern University Jaguars, and I know that that's gonna be the most adorable dog clothes. So I'm gonna get my dogs before the class so we can make some clothes. I cannot believe I left my tape. I'm sorry. Well, the bag was already packed because it was packed from, we were going to do the class Friday, but we had a block party. So we were outside in the heat early this morning with the bouncy houses and the snow cones and the gaming truck. Had a good little turnout. So I was like, let me pop on before it get too late in the evening. Because look, then it's going to be time to eat some dinner by 6 o'clock and be ready to eat. So just remember that you're taping your blank and your design down. Not want any air to get up there so it don't go. I'm gonna get better. I see Miss Carolyn has elevated her design onto a box so you guys can see it up high. I'm just actually holding mine up. Let's get better service. Now, so when we get ready to press, you're gonna flip it up so the design is closest to the heat press. So I take the two different luggage tags first. I did the printed design and then the self-created one with the paint. And they have the handles to make it, put it together when you're finished. And since they have the press, they're already there. Now, because we have the sizes, we can create other ones. So I'm going to get the copy paper. Oh, you didn't have the thin paper. I don't know if I used it. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have to use it with just this because I can't see through the paper that I have. The copy paper I brought for class today is too thick. So when the boys were designing, I couldn't trace backwards. So I'm not going to try to trace backwards like your baby did. And, make that work.
You get a piece of copy paper. It's not
I don't want to have to go look for it.
I know where it is. I just step away for a moment.
See, it has the gel ink. You just take the inside. Now, you can buy the pens. Open them up and take the inside out of it before you do that. What you're going to do is you have to be able to put that design on there. Let it look. Let me get the reading is fundamental. Let's see. There we go. Oh, shucky duck. Did you see me take it apart? How awesome is that? So this is the cartridge or the inside. And this is what we're going to put the pen wrap on. So it is about 1 inch wide going across this way. And it's about 4 7/8 for the length. So even though it's a cute little rectangle that tells you the size, you can go in Canva, Photoshop, or somewhere, create your template. And as you can tell here from the design, all you're doing is taping it around and it's going to cook and bake on there. Once again, I told you this is a pre-made one from Maker's Flow. If we get the thin copy paper, then we will create our own like we did here with the paint. So that I'm going to stand it here. I'm going to go ahead and take the design out. And I'm going to put the pieces close by so that I can find them. And once again, that is 1 wide, 4 7/8 for the length. So always have your tape measure handy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cook these because I keep telling the children to cook them. That just means to heat press it and to make sure that it transfers to the actual item. If you are in the free Facebook group at this time, Design with Ashley, you should be able to see this information right there. And this is nothing but the luggage tag or the big book bag tag. Again, it's 1 wide and 4 7/8 long. I always tell you that knowledge is power, but it's applied power, applied knowledge when you actually show what you can do. So we're going to try to do more of getting on live and showing you guys what kind of things we do, because we're often making things behind the scenes at the craft lab. We grab up our ideas and our supplies, and I don't like to craft alone, and we show up at the lab with our supplies and we just get busy. But a lot of times we don't go live, we don't take pictures and videos. So we're going to work on doing more of that so that you guys know what we're doing when we show up here, so you'll know what we're doing when we go out and do things with the AP squad, because we have been doing our meet and greets. We have been making things and building pages, business pages. We have been getting businesses set up on Google, all those different things. The temperature dropped. I have to look and see what they said it was, because it went down just then to 370, 380. Okay. It's coming up, so maybe it'll. So it lost about 15 seconds in. Oh, don't laugh. You know, I love some tea. My tea all in the background. Southern peach tea by Lipton and that Georgia peach tea. I guess it's a southern thing, like tea like that. So it's 380 for 60 seconds. Medium pressure. It's going to get whatever pressure these little hands give it. Me and the kids like to count down. We get to the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, look. The ink is so potent till you can always get more than one press, but we're not doing more than one press. Now, pencil does not transfer. You know that with sublimation. Those are the black lines that I drew in. I love it. And I like these because they one side. I don't have to worry about the back because I'm going to put my information right on back in here. And of course, you have the tag. And she's ready to go. So let's see what the design looks like Miss Carolyn has made.
I don't know. I'm going to change it. I need the black pen. I'll black off it, please.
Now you take
it. I'm sorry.
No, because I put them down in the bag. They packed up. I thought you were going to get the curriculum when we went down. You know, I started cleaning up and let's get down to the last project.
My brain got the kissing.
So that's nice. This child. All the different ways you can make money with. That's why I said I made a list of sublimation claims I just need to be doing them with you guys all the time.
It's not, don't worry about it.
Because they are,
it's no big deal.
I just don't know where I put it, honey. Because when I started cleaning up, I started putting stuff up. Oh, they in here.
I only need one. It's the black.
You sure?
Yep. Thank you.
I want to put my name up there. I'm like, do I really want to sit in and try to do that trace backwards? We're gonna see. Because nothing else is really custom about that particular one. Okay, so the luggage tag is finished. The second project I mentioned we were going to pop on and do is the pin wrap. So we're going to wrap the pin down with the sublimation tape, and then we're going to heat it. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it look the right way. This is the pre-printed design. The other one was the custom design. Go ahead and cook him. That's what I keep telling the kids. We cook it so they know that it's the oven is too hot for you to be touching. They did with the gloves for a little while. So they did make their book bag tags. So, looking for custom items to pick up. I'm going to be adding some things to the collection. But showing you different ways you can take whatever your artwork is. And with the sublimation ink, you can create it and make it. And you can add letters and text. If you can see what Miss Carolyn's doing, she's writing in pencil first. Then you trace it backwards with the sublimation markers. And then it will press. So that's the class that I gave the boys today. And that's also the class that some of you missed when we were at Artistic Fusion. And that class will be coming back in September. That was a class we did in August, where we showed you how to take sublimation ink and make your own custom items. Now this time we are making luggage tags. That was our timer that is done. And we are making pin wraps. So what she's doing is taking apparently her luggage tag, because it's the project we're doing today, and probably writing her business name on it. So I'm not sure which of her businesses, but she'll be creating something where she does in text. This is meant to be a short video so I can break it up into lives. So I'm just coming on to show you how to do two things that you can, of course, take and make money from. But the group is Sublimation, DTF, and Party Favors. So we have different projects over there if you want to join us. Ta-da! Oh, you come over. And there's the luggage tag. Now, once again, this is a pre-printed design. This is the custom design. So it's whatever you create. So we took the information we needed, we created it, and we were able to make the final product. Now, as far as the pen wrap, we've taken the insides out of the pen, and you use different brands of pens to do those. And now we're going to take that design, and we're going to wrap it around the pen. Now, you can create your own, and we gave you the dimensions. It's 1 across or wide, 4 7/8 for the length. And you're going to, of course, tape that with the heat tape. And then you're going to cook those and make those custom items. Be sure to subscribe to the news you can use, as we will be not only continuing to make all the things we've been making behind the scenes, but showing you guys how to make them yourself. You don't want to miss the deals on the classes that are both in person and virtual, as we are back to work. Yeah, back to work. School started back. So as a teacher, we're back on our grind. We're doing those lesson plans, getting those procedures and routines together. And most Metro Atlanta schools have started or will be starting on Monday morning. So you know that's why we got to get that last little bit of crafting in, some extra projects, because we want to do plenty of new things with our boys and girls. So even on the weekends when not getting paid, we show up and do things with children of all ages. So you just never know if it's going to be an adult class or a children's class. So make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. We're going to get that heat tape. And if you can tell, I am actually taping that design down for the pen. And if you can see Miss Carolyn from the Crafting Lab, she is actually using the technique we taught in our class, both in the private Facebook group, as well as when we did our in-person class over at Artistic Fusion last month. And we'll be dropping that links real soon for the September classes. At this time, we're doing both in-person and virtual. So that information will be coming to you soon. Look at me trying to push it down in the hole. Because what you want to do is, I want to take one side in and then go take the other one. I stopped using the gold tape sometimes because what happens is sometimes I felt like the yellowing was transferring over. But I haven't seen it with this tape. So maybe it was the type of tape I was using at the time. Because I then started buying only the white tape. I think I finally used all of my gold thin tape. So you want to grab it really tight, just like you do with the tumblers or anything else, and wrap it around. Trying to keep it from, there you go, sticking to your fingers. I feel like it needs to be in some sort of wrap so we can hold it still. And make it do what it do. Well, if it's something you want to see that you don't see over in the exclusive Facebook group, call us. We do a lot of things behind the scenes that we don't actually get on live because I do not like live. This is different to just get on the YouTube or StreamYard. It was a challenge to start doing this more versus just going in the Facebook group. We're going to do better about allowing more people to join now that we have a schedule where we're going to try to work on doing more lives and having set teachers come in and promote their products and services so we can spread the wealth because it's a lot of work to run a group, especially when you still work a 9 to 5. I'm not a full-time entrepreneur or retired at this time like Miss Carolyn is. So I don't have that availability to come on for my lunch and learn session. I wanted to start over the summer. And maybe by next summer we'll be doing summer camps and things with the kids, but right now that those things are on hold. We just do it for fun because it's free. We're glad they willing to share the babies with us. Can you see it, guys? It says the crafting lab. She's going to use the design that the Maker Flow created for her background, and she's written her business name on top of it. Yeah, did you read it? I didn't like what it said. That's why I don't like. Look what it says. It say departed September 2018. So they listed a different bunch of places, like places that they would have went in 2018. I was like, no, I don't want this. It is pretty though. It subbed really well. If you know anything about Maker Flow sublimation paper, it is amazing. Not that I'm gonna discount the paper I have all those sample packs of. We will drop the website, of course, is listed, designwithashley.com. Oh, I don't have it scrolling. Well, the name is the same on all the platforms, and it's the same on the website. It's designwithashley.com, and it's also on all of the other channels as well. My battery. Okay. Let's see. I don't see it doing it. Let's see. There we go. There we go. I was like, I forgot to put it on there. Now let me see if I spelled it right. DBSIGN. Yep, designwithashley.com. So, if you know about using StreamYard, because that's one of the things we teach over in the AP squad, when the ladies that are new to business, they have business pages. We show them how to do that. We had a young lady reach out recently, and we're helping her develop her business website on Facebook, as well as how to use StreamYard for doing her live. She has a travel business, and she wants to be able to advertise her services. It's really custom to you and your business, because when she asked me about it, she was like, you know how to do a Facebook business page? Do you know how to do? I said, I know how to do all those things. However, people don't want to sit down and help. I get tagged. I still have 20 things I need to do. So she said, well, I'm going to join when? So we're hoping she'll be joining us soon, but of course we've already started working on that page. Look at all that tape. Let's hope this pan cooks well in the oven because it's ready to go. It is ready to go. In the meantime, we do have the mechanical pencil here as well. So we will put those together so that they can go inside. And if you can see, Miss Carolyn is showing you the luggage tag she's making here while we're in class today. Like I said, I just wanted to start doing some different classes because we make stuff all the time behind the scenes. The class we did in Artistic Fusion was the tote bag. And then we did the canvas where we took a piece of canvas or fabric, and I was going to show you one, but we're probably going to use these placements. Miss Carolyn gave me an idea when I walked in. I saw a placement on her table. I think we're going to take and make our own custom designs and put those on for the fall, because then you can make them with the children's name, with your artwork. All of those are other ways you can monetize your custom artwork that you or your children or grandchildren make. And so these are just some of the things that we've been discussing in both the free group, meaning free, we hand you out ideas, tell you what to do, and then we show you how to do it. But we actually get together and do projects all the time in the AP squad, and AP is for accountability partner. So Miss Carolyn and her business, the crafting lab, and the most active people are her and another young lady from Creative Hands 214. So this is real long. Look at me trying to get the end just right, trying to roll it tight enough. All right, and there's that tag, guys. And she may not be talking because you can hear the grandkids in the background. It may be because when we turn both of the cameras on, they echo off one another. So I'm going to take a moment and let her talk to you about what's coming up on our collaborations from Designing with Ashley and the Crafting Lab. She has some things we're going to work on together, and she'll let you know where she's going to be and just what the status of things are for her website and her different social media channels as we are solidifying our schedule for the fall, because the fall is when a lot of people do a lot of shopping, and we're going to be at different vending events. I know that I'm looking into my winter events now as we speak for the fall, where we'll be so you can get those holiday items. And as we just showed you, another way to take children or do memory items for those who've gone on and left us, you can take almost anything and put it on a sublimation blanket if you use the ink. The magic is in the ink, guys. So I'm gonna turn it over to her now while I go put these in the oven.
You have to plug the oven in. Hey guys, this is Carolyn from the Crafting Lab, and this is my luggage tag. All I did was write backwards. I wrote it correctly. Then I had to go back and write it backwards in order to sublimate it on the keychain, or the luggage chain rather. So I have a couple of things in my mind I'm working on to do for a couple of classes. Maybe we're going to do a sewing project. Like Ashley said, she wants to make the doll dresses. I'll probably make mine in my sorority colors, while she does hers in her college colors, because I've already done the doll dress in the colors from the college I graduated from. And you can see that on my page, the Crafting Lab.
And they're adorable. She didn't make one, y'all. Let me just tell you, because I'm in the back and I got off the stage. She made like 6 of them, enough for the whole week or each child or something.
Yeah, which was in order for 6 doll dresses, which became 12 in actuality because they were reversible. And they're on the page. So we'll probably do that project again. I may pick a different pattern, so it might not be reversible, but we'll do something for the dolls as well. And then I've got a couple of other projects I'm working on. We're doing a planner with Creative Hands 214, where we're going to put a planner together using the Happy Planner supplies. So stay tuned for that. That'll be posted soon. It's coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not for certain the exact date, but we'll have that posted as well. So just keep following us and see what goes on. And if you have friends that are interested in crafting or learning to craft, tell them to chime in. If it's something you'd like to do, we'll go ahead and put it on our schedule. We do tumblers. We'll probably do a tumbler or 2 for the holidays as we head to back to school, we can give you some ideas on what to do for your children for back to school as well, and great holiday gifts. So stay tuned to Design It with Ashley and the Crafting Lab. Talk to you later. Yes, I can't remember them until we finish
The pen. Gotta with the pen. Put in another one. Look at the luggage tag. Okay, so I did both of them. I did both of them. I did one is the pen and one is the mechanical pencil. I did both because I know me. If I like it, I'm gonna go back on the website and order it again. I can't see me deciding that I want to buy or make them myself. You know what I mean? I don't have to carry. That's not what I do.
Adonis, what did I just say?
I plugged it up, but I don't know how to turn it off and stuff. I don't know this heating up per se. So what we're talking about is the mechanical pen that's refillable, and it's a gel pen. Why would I show you the back of the pen? We've wrapped it with the sublimation design and the sublimation tape. And hopefully we got it tight enough so that we'll be able to have a finished product for you soon. While I'm waiting for the oven to, I have it plugged up, but I wasn't sure if I had it on the right temperature. I'll go ahead and fill out. I probably shouldn't do this with my sublimation ink because ink is expensive, y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and write my name on my luggage tag because it may be on my backpack big as it is because I like it. And of course, we know that, when you travel, whether that's car, train, bus, even plane or walking, you want your things to be identified. So custom things work because it's one of a kind. Nobody else has one like yours. What did the baby say? Oh, I love this. Let's see if I can put it all on here. She's back. Well, like I said, those are the two projects we hopped on today to work on, our sublimation tags as well as the pen wraps, because those are some things we'll be able to use right away. Okay, I'm gonna take the heat gloves and look, as cute as these are, yeah, I try not to use these often because they thin. But they came in a bundle I ordered from Amazon, where you got the green tape and the gloves and all the. Yeah, they're not thick enough. But I can't find the ones that I actually purchased that are the super thick ones. So when I got some, I got one from Maker Floor. They were the same thickness. I'm gonna be using them. These little pens gonna be hot. Actually, look, let's put your one glove and my one glove. Yeah, let's see. I didn't bring it downstairs. Oh, no, unless you touch the pink. And you do know this water bottle open with no top, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's next to whatever that is. All right. So the oven is cooking. It's warming up. We finished our final project, whether it's a printed design or creative design for the luggage tags. This way. I was gonna figure it out in a minute. So now we have the pen and we have the mechanical pencil that are next to be completed. And
I
then we're
don't
gonna
think
get
pens are my thing.
why you say that?
I don't think we all would agree with that. I don't even want to be blank.
Interesting. I don't like that one. I like yours. So what
Show me
on there? All I saw now that it was like 12 o'clock. Once it's to a certain temperature, what would it show? Okay, so you look at the thermometer, and then you set your phone for the timer.
Yeah. Or I just watch the clock.
Oh man, the 8 too small. See? It must be nap time. See, where do I go?
My first time doing a pen, so I think it should be equally as tight. I think I can maneuver a tumbler way better. I'm trying to get used to the fact that school is now regained and I have to do things a little differently. As you can hear, I don't know if anybody follows me as well. But that's the office manager and his employees. And a lot of times they don't get along too well. So I'm not sure who has to go back to training. Mr. Office Manager? Mr. Office
So what?
Manager?
I think we need to get off and we can show y'all the final product. Well, thank you for joining us.
Bye. Mr. Office Manager.